I had was my phone, a little lighting, a tripod, no special setup, and I was the sole director. And I want to show you exactly how I did it. I promise. Pinky swear promise. It's simpler than it looked. Most people film everything from the same distance. They just press record, set the phone down, and leave it there the whole time. Footage just comes out looking one directional. And trust me, this has nothing to do with you not being interested, because you are. It's because the eye hasn't been trained yet to see the different shots that are available in any given moment. So today, let's fix that. I want you to know that there's 3 shots that go into every single video that I make. There's wide, medium, and close-up. Some people call it detail. It's all the same thing. You're going to learn what each one of them are, and you're going to learn how to accomplish it with your phone. And then at the end, we're going to put it together in CapCut. So guess what? We're starting right here in the kitchen, because this is where the magic happens. That first and second clip that you just saw, same kitchen, same morning. The only difference is where I put my phone and what lens I use. To get that wide shot, you're gonna go to 0.5 in your camera app. The wide shot just pulls everything back. It allows you to see yourself and the entire space. So me being in the kitchen, it allows you to see the microwave, the air fryer, the stove, the mixer, and all the stuff. So if this was a cooking vlog or anything like that, they would feel that they were in the kitchen along with you. All it does is give the viewer a sense of place. And the wide shot doesn't just have to be you standing still. Some of my favorite wide shots are me just walking into frame. Basically position the phone in the kitchen or slightly outside of the kitchen or whatever space, hit record and walk past. And then I would just go ahead and do what I was going to do anyway because I'm already in frame. So basically I would turn around, open my cupboard, grab a mug, maybe I would turn on the stove, and that's really it. Now let's talk medium shots. Medium shots, we're going to be using 1x. When you open your camera app, you're going to position it to 1x. That means that whatever you're going to film in this medium shot, we're not pinching, zooming, or anything like that. So what you're basically doing in this medium shot, you're not moving the phone, or you bring yourself closer or you bring the subject closer. And what a medium shot is, it's really from your waist up or from your chest up, depending on what you're trying to capture. The clip where you saw me washing the dishes, you saw me walk into the kitchen, you saw me stand at the sink, but then you saw me from like a side angle where I was positioned waist up and I was washing dishes. I turned on the stove for the tutorial and didn't realize that I left it on and my elbows heating up. It all depends on what you're trying to capture, but if you're capturing from waist up or chest up, we should be able to see your face, your hands, and whatever you're doing at that moment. In this medium shot, if you were grating cheese, I would want to see action happening. In that same medium shot, maybe it's you pouring coffee, pouring water, whatever it is, I want to be able to see you do it. It could be you stirring. And a medium shot of you just standing there doing nothing is not a medium shot. All it is a closer wide. And could we talk about detail shots? Because that's what stops the scroll. Not the wide, not the medium. It's all them tiny details. The steam, the pouring, the tea bleeding into the cup. That piece of content that you're filming right now, it's just going to enrich it. So all them little tiny details, don't forget them. And trust me, those close-up moments are going to have your footage looking cinematic. Trust me, it's all in the detail. And I'll tell you this, they're the easiest shots to miss. And it's only because you're not used to seeing them as shots yet. All right, you're like, girl, stop talking and tell me how to get them. Don't worry, I got you. We're still on the 1x in our camera app. I know the phone is equipped with zoom, but listen, we're talking cinematic here. Remember, if you need something to be closer, you bring it closer or you bring the subject closer. And of course, I just cut off my head. And I know you're probably like, but my phone comes with zoom. Remember, we're trying to do a little elevated beginner cinematic. And when I say close, I mean uncomfortably close, kind of like you're leaning in for that first kiss. Now, I will say like 3 to 5 inches, depending on what it is, but ain't everybody got a ruler and ain't everybody like, oh my God, I don't want you out here measuring. So listen, if this is his lips, that's how close I want you to get. You're probably out here like, girl, is all you gonna talk about is kissing? It was the closest thing that came to mind. So I'll use this coffee pot. I would be like this close. Like I said, uncomfortably close. Then what I want you to do is lock your AE, AF focus. If you're focused on the steam coming from the kettle, if you're focused on the rim of the mug, whatever it is, please don't forget, lock your focus. And don't move your phone. Just let the shot do what it gotta do. Let it breathe. There are some devices, depending on when you use them, or if you're feeling frustrated, they just won't focus at the time. So here what? Nudge the zoom to 1.1, 1.2, that's it. Max and I said max 1.3. Please don't go past 1.3. You're gonna see the quality drop in your footage, and then we would have missed the whole point of why we were doing a close-up detail. The point is to bring the object close and not zoom out the footage. I'm not gonna lie, content creation takes time, but have fun with it. Fall in love with it. What I want you to do is, when you're filming all these detail shots, film longer than you think you need. So if you think you only need a 5-second clip of the steam coming from the kettle, guess what? Stand there for 30 seconds. Why, you may ask? If you were getting that detail shot of the steam, can I tell you that steam moves very slow and water settles? Sometimes when I'm trying to get like a coffee shot, the kettle is going, because by the time I'm done one thing, there's probably no more steam. All that to say, trust the process, enjoy yourself, and just get more footage. Because after all, wouldn't it be better to have options than to have to go back into that space, set up the camera, and record again longer than we need to, so we have options. All right, so now we're back into the office, and it's the same rule as the kitchen, 0.5. And you want to put your phone as far back as the space is going to allow, because essentially we're going to want to see the space, everything, including yourself. So we'd want to see you, we'd want to see everything that's on the surface of the desk, the lights. Let's just say you were in your bedroom, you were filming a Get Ready With Me. So long as you're comfortable showing that area of your space, we'd want to see the mirrors on the walls, the picture frames, the lamps, whatever it is, we'd want to see it. What you need to remember when you're doing wide is that the space is a part of the story. And have fun with it too. Position yourself slightly off to the side of the frame. You don't have to always be dead center. When you watch it back, you'll understand when I say it'll just make your shot that much more intentional, and it gives the other side breathing room. So if there's other things happening on the other side, maybe you have a candle going or whatever, we're focused on what's happening ultimately in the entire wide shot. We're focused on what you're doing, the intentional part, but then we see the stillness and the calmness of what's still happening in the background. So by the time you pick up your camera and you're ready to record, whether it's your desk, your bedroom, or your kitchen, you're already going to know the pattern. Wide first, pull back, and then show the space. Now medium, you already know what to do. Bring yourself closer to the phone and just give your hands something to do. Open up that lip balm, put it on your lips, cut the onions, pick up your earrings. Just give your hands something to do. Then for detail, y'all already know my analogy, but for this one, I'll use my cuticle oil. So when you get uncomfortably close, I would want to see the bristles. But before that, don't forget to lock focus, AEAF, and then just do what you gotta do and get ridiculously close. Anything from your desk, your dresser, the bathroom, those kind of shots give you the best details. Why? Because everything is already small enough and textured. So think keyboards, notebooks, the ink on the paper. If it was your dresser, think perfume, glasses, your wig, and all you have to do is slow your eyes down long enough to see them as shots. And don't be fooled. You don't need to be doing nothing dramatic for detail shots to land. Put on your earrings, put on your watch, write your to-do list. Those tiny shots become the most memorable moments in your video. Trust me. Just picture yourself scrolling right now on TikTok and you see somebody slicing onions or potatoes. You probably don't even care about what they're cooking, but you're mesmerized by the detail shot of seeing the blade slicing, and you probably love the ASMR as well. Those are them tiny moments. It all depends on what you're trying to capture, because trust, they can feel personal and intimate, and they take 10 seconds to film. Welcome to CapCut editing, and this is what my timeline looks like before I touch anything. I imported my clips along with the things that I needed to use within the video. I record in the way I want to edit. Everything on the timeline is in the way that I recorded it. It just makes my life so much easier. Two things that are happening to you in your edits that are making your videos probably way too slow even when you got great footage. The footage that you have on your timeline, you have it playing for way too long. Let's look at this first clip of me walking into frame in the kitchen. It is 2 seconds long. Right? The rule of thumb for this wide shot is maximum 5 seconds. I'm well within my limits, though I don't need some of the things in here. You see my hand over here come in. So let's go back out, select our timeline, and go ahead and remove it. Let's move over to the next clip. So this next clip over here is called an overhead detail shot. Detail shots, maximum you can leave them on your timeline is at least 1 to 2 seconds. So it depends on what you want to showcase. Let's play the next one. This
is a medium shot. For a medium shot, the rule is at least 2 to 3 seconds. Let's play it. If we look at our timeline, we're at 4 seconds. Let's play. And we made it to 5 seconds. So we're well within our guidelines. Now we're going back to back medium, and we don't need back to back medium. That's probably what's happening to you. You have amazing footage, but because we're going back to back with the same clips, then the viewer's eye has nowhere to go. Let's go back to the beginning of the timeline. Let's drag the playhead all the way and let's see what we have so far. So you could see that we have some variation. Feel that it's the same clips, they're just shorter, and that's really what pacing is.
This was the same morning, the same phone, the same kitchen, the same everything. The only thing that changed is that I moved around in the same space and made sure to get multiple wide, multiple medium, and multiple detail. And I had a detail shot list. And most of the time, all you need is 10 to 15 seconds of a clip, get more, even if you're only going to use 2 to 5 seconds. Now, for this whole recipe, wide, medium, and detail, when it comes up to chopping up your clips, cut faster than you think you should. Don't cut the same shot type back to back. So don't give me wide. You can give me a wide, medium, and then maybe go back to wide and go to detail. That's the secret sauce. Now, next time you get ready to film your workout, your meal prep, your morning routine, or whatever it is, stop yourself right in the tracks and ask yourself, do I got a wide? Do I got a medium? Do I got a detail? And if the answer is yes, baby, hit record. Now, if you don't, that's okay. Just check your environment, write your shot list down, and still go film, because it's not about perfection, it's about progression. One video at a time. Now, go ahead and save this episode because you're going to want to come back to this a few times before you hit record. And drop a comment and tell me, which one of these 3 shots do you struggle with the most? I'll tell you mine first. In the beginning, detail was my struggle. Honestly, we overthink it. And that's what I was doing in the beginning. I was overthinking it. We're like, oh my God, how'd they get that shot? It's as easy as bring the thing closer, open your camera app, lock the focus, make sure that you're at 1x, and just hit record. And if it doesn't turn out the way you want, that's okay. Practice, and worst case scenario, try it again with a different object. And that's a wrap for this episode of Clarity for Beginners. Thank you for joining me on yet another episode of Film Your Life series. We are 4 episodes down. I'm having so much fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.